What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to episode. I forgot. Not gonna lie, I completely forgot. So I'm gonna go with six, maybe five. I'm not sure. I think July was the first one. I'm pretty sure.
July,
I think fifth.
September, October. Oh, I missed August. July, August, September, October, November.
Yeah, let's go with episode fifth. Five.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter, you know.
No.
It's just that it's just in time ahead of a crucial 2 months and a half, maybe let's say 3 months, because I think the next international break is March. So let's say a
Yeah.
good solid 3 months, like a full 3 months of intense football. And we have a problem. We have we have we have a massive problem on our hands. Giuntoli is probably losing sleep. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure he's losing sleep right now because things are not going the way they should be going. We have a lot of problems squad wise. So that's what we're gonna talk about. Title of the show: Motta needs a miracle, and I think
Yeah.
we reach a point where I think we can all agree that he needs a miracle. But before we talk about that, smash the like button because I usually keep that for the
Yeah.
last second of the show,
Yeah.
which is not good. So hit the like button now, subscribe to the channel, and secondly, how are you doing?
I'm very well. I was gonna say he's not the only one losing sleep, Giuntoli. He's not the only one losing sleep on this disaster that we have at our hands. Our next, what was it, 4 games? I looked. I'm like, holy Christ!
Yep.
God bless those players that are fit, and God bless Thiago Motta. You said Motta's miracles. It's Christmas time. He's gonna need one.
He's gonna need a miracle. He's definitely gonna need a miracle. Because funnily enough, um, I was reading an article in the Athletic about Chelsea's big squad, or that was about
Yeah.
basically that they have so many players not even like on the roster, but not on the roster. Like it's insane actually. And I was like, let me check our squad because I usually blank out a couple of players. We don't have a bench. Like we don't we have two goalkeepers on the bench. We have
Yeah.
one Serie C, Serie B defender in Rui on the bench. We have Danilo, who everybody knows is not good enough. Once out, Klopp wants him out. Then you have McKennie for Jordi, and you have Mbangula, and choose who else is on that bench. You can pick and choose, I guess. But that's it. That's what we have. That's what we have to play for. And like you said, it's tough. The games coming up are intense and in a key moment, especially for the Champions League. So let's start off with the big one. Even though it got described as not as a big one right now, is Vlahovic. Um, they describe it as, phew, thank God we dodged the bullet, basically. And I was reading the the statement of Juve, and I was like, man, we dodged a bullet until I came to the sentence where it's like we will monitor it day today. I was like, he's cooked. He's done.
Yeah.
I'm actually happy if he ever walks again at this point, because he's gone. Like they describe it as, man, maybe he misses a week, maybe two. I'm like, let's go with a solid 4 weeks, and let's say he's gonna miss about 6 to 8 games or so. That's my guess right now, and that's that's an issue. How much, like, how big do you think it's an issue? Because I see a lot of people, and even the media, parts of the media suggesting, well, he's not playing well. So, what's actually harm? What's the harm in actually missing him?
Well, okay. Let's just go over the injury again because I saw a bunch of people saying different stuff. Is it the Douglas Luiz? He has no injury, but he
Um,
has an injury.
well,
Is it that thing?
Douglas Luiz had a fatigue, so they described it. With Vlahovic, they have nothing, not even the fatigue mentioned. So it's basically, I nobody knows what it is. That's the scary part. Like
So
nobody.
he's missing Saturday because we don't know why.
And Tuesday as well, because of
That's confirmed. He's missing Saturday and Tuesday confirmed
yeah.
because
I'm
we
gonna
don't know
say
why.
yes. I'm gonna say yes.
Well, there's a bigger issue then in the medical room, obviously. Like where's Nico Gonzalez?
Oh, he's back. Maybe for Milan. Maybe for Villa. Maybe for the next game.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's always maybe the next day.
but at least he had like a designated injury.
Yeah, but he was back before our last Champions League game. He was back in solo training, and now
Yeah,
it's slighted again. Like it got extended. So like it's weird. Like the Douglas Luiz for the fatigue missing 1 month is madness. Like that's actually insane. Like you
yeah,
said, somebody's lying,
yeah.
or they're really incompetent, which I think is even worse than lying.
I think it's both, which is just you got to cover up. Like I saw, like he had a lesion in his hamstring muscle, but then it said there's nothing wrong with it. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Then the Douglas Luiz thing, I think they just gave him like a break to get his mental health sorted or something. I don't know.
Really?
Like that's what I assume.
So, like Sancho style.
So yeah, pretty much, but like without the actual saying that.
Not
And
sending him to the mountains.
yeah, exactly. We want to save money here, not pay more for the mountains. Even though it's right in the backyard, isn't it? Isn't it mountainous
Yeah,
area? Yeah.
it's like a couple of streets away from the stadium.
Yeah, okay, then they can afford it. Go take a hike, buddy. Go take a hike and come back when you're ready. No, but yeah, we're it's a disaster. Like for going back to your original thing about Vlahovic, yeah, he was shit for a bit, but like he's a focal point. You know what I mean? Like he takes like the center backs prioritize marking him, and he gives space to other players. Like he allows, let's say, Yildiz to have one-on-one scenarios out wide. He gives Chico Conceição one-on-one situations on the outside, right? He'll give Coop Miners, the attacking midfielder, some space to collect the ball. With Weah, or whoever's going to play the false nine, because we don't have a nine, is there going to be that? I don't know.
You know, if I was thinking about the positive before I get to the negative one.
Yeah.
I was trying to find the positive thing out of it. I found one, but seconds later I turned it into a negative. The positive is like, well, the teams we play, not sure how they need to prepare for us because nobody knows how we're gonna line up front. Like it can actually change week to week. I was like, that's a positive, and I thought about it, and I was like, damn. Probably we don't know how we're gonna line up front, which is also a concern because we played with Vlahovic basically every single week, basically. And now it's okay. Thursday, I don't know. Thursday, Motta will show up in training, and he's like, "Guys, forget what we did, basically, or try to do up front.
Yeah,
we're gonna change it. We're gonna change it. Yildiz, Weah, Conceição, figure it. I like it. It's on the spot.
moving parts.
Yeah. Ahead of two big time games, which like the positive I tried to find like really quickly turned into a negative where I was like, we already look kind of disjointed up front. It's probably gonna look worse right now. No, like it's on 100%. The fly. You need to figure it out on the fly right now, which is it's never a good thing. Like never a good thing.
No. We have 4 healthy attackers, and none of them are center forwards. And we've been playing with a center forward for 3 months. Well, how long? I don't know, 4 months maybe.
Yeah.
So now what? So yeah. So again, false 9, and who's that? Is it Yildiz? I hope not.
No, I hope no. It's probably gonna be I don't like. I don't think he has a choice in here, in this right now.
Yeah.
I don't think he has much of a choice.
No.
Maybe we'll interchange in the game with Yildiz. I don't know, but like on paper, main like top processor going into the game, I think it's gonna be him, right? Like we have nobody else right now. But like you said, the focal point is gone with Vlahovic. A lot of people are celebrating because he's not playing. Actually, the messed up part is I was watching the game. He was playing well. Like he was actually playing.
So for Serbia.
Yeah, he was actually playing a
Yeah.
very, very good game. That's the messed up
Yeah.
part. But we're gonna miss him.
Yeah.
Like him or do not like him. Well, fair enough. Like whatever. We play a lot of games. January is still far away, and it's not a given that we're gonna get a striker either. So,
I know.
like, if Gonzalez was fit, like, let's say the team was what it was, and we just were missing Vlahovic, it was still an issue because we had no number 9, basically.
Yeah.
But it
Well,
would
Milik,
have
if everyone's healthy.
no, like, let's say Milik was still out, but Vlahovic picked up the injury.
Okay.
But you had Bremer still in the team. The Cabal injury didn't happen. Douglas Luiz and Gonzalez are fit. You're like, we'll figure it out. We're strong enough to actually soak up maybe the pressure a couple of games and whatever. I don't know. Right now, it's just like, I don't know how Thiago Motta must be feeling right now. Like, he will come out pre-Milan and he will act like it's part of the game. It's part of the game, obviously, but he's going to act like, yeah, this happens every single season, basically, which is not the case. Like, this is insane. But at one point, not at one point, he will understand that what he's up against right now is really, really tough. Like, it's tough. Like, you're going to Milan and Aston Villa with 4 or 5 players on the bench, 2 of them being next gens, and 2 of them being goalkeepers. That seems mission impossible. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is. Like, how, like, you're gonna play a grueling game against Milan, who you need to at least not lose to. Like, at the very least, not lose to them because they're right behind you, and like, we're 6th, so that's crazy. And then you go midweek to England against up and down Unai Emery team. Like, they go up the field, they go down the field. They're just ball chasers, relentless athleticism. Like, Amadou Onana, oh my god, that guy's gonna run the whole game against you. Jeez, good luck. And then you have to go. Who do we play in Serie next?
I blanked that out. Not gonna lie.
And then you, well, after that, then you play pissed off Man City. So,
like, there are some really weird games, or like games you wish right now were not around the corner. You have Lecce away, so that should be fine, I guess.
That's the one after Milan. That's the next area game.
Yeah. So it's Villa, Lecce, then it's
Man City,
Bologna.
Oh.
Then it's Man City.
Oh God.
So we have a week off. We have Bologna at home. Then it's Man City. It's Venezia, Cagliari in the Coppa Italia, Monza away, Fiorentina just the 29th, of December. And then it's a Super Cup, which I do not give a toss about, especially right now. Like, if this is the situation, we go into the Super Cup because between the 29th, or the next game is Torino. The first, like, return leg is Torino,
really?
the 11th of January. The Super Cup between the 29th of December and the 11th, I do not care about. I've said it many times. This season, even more. I don't care. Like, if we are still in this situation with this injury thing, and Motta goes out there and he plays a full strengthened team, I'm gonna look at him like, buddy, like, you're not helping yourself here. Like, you're just not helping yourself. Nobody. I cannot say nobody cares about the Super Cup, but do really people really care about the new format of the Super Cup? Like, it's ridiculous.
No.
Like, it's just adding more games.
Money to win is crazy. Like, you'd rather focus on, because I think they got Benfica right after that.
No.
Or no? Is it Bruges?
No, the weird part is listen to it, it's Torino, and then 3 days later it's Atalanta away, and 3 days later it's Milan at home. Like, that's
in Saudi Arabia.
No. You play Milan Supercoppa, the 3rd. Then you play the final, maybe. The first Serie A game in the new season is Torino. 3 days later is Atalanta away, and 4 days later it's Milan at home. Serie A.
Oh my god, dude.
and then it's Bruges. Then it's Napoli. Then it's Benfica. Like, the stretch of games, like, starting in Serie A from the new season, is insane. Like, that's why that's why I tweeted out, if Giuntoli comes out 29th of January, it's like, here you go, 2 players, I'm going to fly over there and I'm going to beat his ass. Like, that's
it
insane.
Needs to be January 1st. They need to be in. Like, you can start talking now.
Like there's 11 days of rest. if you exclude the Supercoppa, these players need to be there. Like, I don't care who it is, or actually I do care, but like, come on, like, give him
He
something.
needs some warm bodies at this point, though. We need warm bodies, like, to be honest.
That's it. Like, even I'm come to a point where I'm like, yes, Skriniar, fine, I guess. Like,
Yeah, seriously.
like, whatever. You know, I'm actually lowering the bar so much that I'm like, I do not rate you, Skriniar, but whatever at this point, you know. But that's
Even
the
that
situation.
Antonio Silva kid from Benfica.
Yeah, I haven't watched enough, so I've seen people say he's hot and cold. So there's a lot of upset, but right now, is that gonna help us? I don't know.
It's a warm body, dude. Like Cabal was warm and cold.
Fact, yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah.
You need a warm body. You need a dude. You need like a dude. Like, and he's anybody. You're better than Danilo right now. So like, just get a dude.
Yeah, like obviously we need players, but like from now, you know what it is. I've said I will start looking at the table starting February 1st. I'm like, where are we? And no one can take us serious. Like, if we're up there 2-3 points, I'm like, we need to go for it. Like, I need you to push. You know, if we are in February and it's 8-7 points, I'm like, yeah, forget about it. Like, it is what it is, I guess, this season.
Yeah.
But this I didn't had that in my mind, that Cabal was getting injured, that Vlahovic was gonna fall out, that Douglas Luiz is gone missing, that Gonzalez, I don't know when he's coming back. And to top it off, that's not even the weirdest news. The weirdest news is that apparently Milik is back in about 4 weeks, which is absolutely crazy because he hasn't touched grass since June. Like,
yeah, I don't understand that one.
He's not gonna be back in December. He might be back in the facility, lunch with the boys, but he's not being on that pitch mid-December.
Which is the weirdest one? Milik, Nico Gonzalez, or Douglas Luiz?
Oh, it's Milik.
Yeah.
Because like they all have the same, maybe not Gonzalez, but like same-ish scenario.
Yeah.
It's the other. It's just Milik. I keep forgetting he's at the team. Like, the only time I remember he's at the team is when something happens to Vlahovic or something. I'm like, we don't have anyone else because Milik is gone. But it's not. Yeah. I'm not sitting here like, I need Milik. Like, he's gonna help us this season. It's not that. It's just I need Milik because, well, this was bound to happen, right? Like, Vlahovic was gonna pick up something at one point. Like, it was just gonna happen.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. And it's worrying. Like, it really is worrying. Like, if Motta comes out of this stretch, let's say to the Supercoppa, and he keeps us on this pace where it's like, yeah, you're gonna qualify for the next round in the Champions League, and hey, going into a new season, it's only 3 points off the top. I'm like, ridiculous, like, fantastic. No idea how you managed to do that, but fair plays. I think.
Start right away.
Yeah, like, man, I do feel for him right now. Like, usually I said, it's part of the game. Like, but right now, I feel for him. I do feel for him a little bit.
Now, okay, I forget. Does he choose the medical staff?
I'm not so sure.
Wasn't there like a whole influx of new ones? Remember we complained about that for years, and then something happened in the summer and they all left.
He has his own physical coaches, like in training. I
think
to
do the warm up stuff and all that in the physical conditioning.
But like,
not the
recovery. I'm not so sure about that, to be honest. I don't think that's something a coach oversees. I think, because that's not one people. It's like probably like a dozen of people.
It's a whole sector.
Yeah, I don't think a coach chooses all of them. I will be actually surprised if a coach does that. Like, he doesn't have enough knowledge, right? A coach to choose 12 people. So,
like doctors, like actual things who can diagnose injuries. Yeah.
So I don't think so. Also because people working at J Medical, they're employed by you, but like, it's also like a hospital. Like, you can, it's not just for the players. Like you can actually.
Like, any Italian can go in there.
Not any, but like they don't exist just for the Juve players. Like, it's not that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's not just for the players. Like, so.
I didn't know that. Cool.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone can just walk in.
Maybe it's a private.
Something like that, but it's not just for the Juve players. It's not like otherwise. Like, the cost would be insane, I think, over a year. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's something like that's an issue. Like oh my god, international breaks. I was watching Yildiz play on that pitch, and I was
Yeah.
like I turned it on, and they were like minute, I think it was like minute 7, or I don't know what it was, you know, and I was like, is this the under 21s or something, or the under 17s? Like I don't know. Like I
Yeah.
was
It's a
like,
horrible field.
this is in like I'm not gonna lie. I play on better pitches on Sunday League football. Like much like
Was it in Montenegro?
yeah.
Yeah.
But like that looked like a pitch that they picked out of the bottom of the ocean. Like it
Yeah.
it was insane.
There was more mud than grass.
Oh my god. Like Jesus.
Also, man, even though the last game we played, who did we play last? We won 2-0. Udinese, was it?
Yeah.
Remember when Yildiz's knee, like when
Yeah.
we got
It went
stuck
down.
in, I was like, oh my god, here we go.
Actually the stadium, the pitch at the Allianz Stadium is also not great to be
It looks
honest.
horrible.
It doesn't
horrible.
look, which is weird for like a team of that
Yeah, they
magnitude.
own it. Like, take care of it.
It doesn't look good. And now they're playing rugby on it. They're gonna play rugby on it.
Are they?
Yeah.
What the?
And
They
like
don't make any money they possibly can.
yeah, if you want to do that, then do it like Real Madrid. Build a pitch you can pop up out of the ground. You know.
Yeah.
Artificial.
Well,
I don't know. Like,
that costs money.
well.
That's why Real Madrid are
but
signing
injuries
people on
cost
free agents.
a lot of money as well.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah. We need to deal with it. Like I said, we just need to deal with it right now. It's not much we can do about it. It's just we need to accept that we're in a situation where we have a lot of injuries. We are in a situation where injuries right now are just following us, and Motta needs to find a solution. That's the only thing I can say right now to it, is that solutions need to be found, and if it's not soon, then I don't know. Like it's a weird one, because the injuries are happening, and I'm not even that surprised, if that makes any sense. But I'm the thing is, for me, like the worrying thing is for me, is that as long as we keep up this pace, nobody will really talk about it. It's just when, like right now, we're short. We're really short as a team.
Yeah.
But like I want to say, it's not really. Yeah, it is dramatic, but it will be more dramatic the moment we start losing points, if that makes sense. Like if we start dropping points, I think then it will be a snowball effect, where it's like we don't have the tools to overcome certain things right now. That's how I'm looking at it. We have nothing off the bench. Like we have nothing. Like I wouldn't be shocked, because the moment that injury happened, I said, Mbangula, Wea and Yildiz up top, and people were like, oh, we have Conceição. He's probably like this will sound crazy. Starting him off the bench is probably in the back of Motta's mind right now, where he's like,
100% it is.
Let me keep it close. Let me keep games in the balance. You know, like my backline, whatever, was playing okay back again the last couple of games, the last 2-3 games. Let them do their thing. Let me try to control the game. And minute 60, okay, Conceição just run at a tired backline, and make the game basically. Like I wouldn't be surprised. That's why I tweeted it out.
I can almost guarantee you on Saturday he's not starting.
So Mbangula is kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be Yildiz, and I bet you Mbangula is going to start as a center forward, and Wea is going to start on the right.
I have that same feeling. I do. I actually do.
Because Mbangula played, or he subbed on as a center forward against Inter.
Yeah.
So Motta's put him there before, and I think that's what he's going to do for Milan.
You need to have some sort of solution but we don't like. That's the only solution we have because bringing out Mbangula from the bench is not gonna do much. Like he's not
No.
that type of player. So it's gonna be interesting. Like it's really, really, really gonna be interesting. What Motta's gonna do. He doesn't have a lot of time to figure it out, but like I want to say that's why we pay you for. We pay you for that, but I don't think anyone pays you to manage
Yeah.
or prepare you to manage this. This is just well,
You got 2 ACLs and you got 4 like phantom injuries. Like what? I just remembered. What's Odzich?
he's just injury prone. Like I know people will say he's still young, but he has 3, 4 injuries ever since he joined, and he's 4 months in. So
Yeah. Like
weird,
what the heck happened?
very strange. If he's back fit, you loan him out in January.
Yeah.
Like
Is this like a growing pain thing, or is this like you're actually getting hurt?
I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, in January you need to loan him out. He needs to play.
Yeah.
Like he's losing time, like precious time, and you don't want to have a Piaka situation. Obviously, he had a big time injury, but you just if he's fit, he needs to go out somewhere and play regularly. Like that's
Also,
it.
he also costs like peanuts compared to Piazza. So
Yeah, like he costs
yeah.
peanuts, but I mean, there's some high hopes, but not like this. Like this is pointless for everyone, especially for him.
Yeah.
You know, for us, like he was
So
never
good.
gonna be the main guy, I think. But for him, like it's just
Yeah.
wasting time. So,
So the biggest thing is, the like Coop Miners needs to stop becoming Casper the Ghost and actual be a player.
Well, I said that on my daily. I said
Be a 50 million euro player instead of Casper.
Like when Vlahovic is out, I know people will come at me now and say, "Oh, but he was not scoring goals anyway." You know, fine. But starting from Saturday, excuse me, I need Coop Miners to start putting that ball in the back of the net. Like he's gonna need to do that. Heal this. You're
Or
gonna
at
need
least,
to
or at least giving someone the chances to score.
as well. Like yield
Yeah.
this. You need to be more consistent in front of goal
Yeah.
for some reason. It needs to happen. Timothy Weah, like the
Continue.
goals, right? Yeah, continue, but also have more of an impact on a game when you're not scoring
Yeah.
because that's a bit frustrating. Like McKennie, who had a bit of a dip in my opinion after a good start, you need to pop up again. Like all these things need to happen, and even like from set pieces, I don't like us on set pieces. Offensively, I'm saying like I think we could do much more, but like we need like everybody's gonna need to chip in right now. Like it's just what it is. Everybody's gonna need to chip in. Let's see. It sounds easy, but it's not gonna be easy because right now that's one of the issues we have. So
Yeah.
and we just added more to we chucked more problems to it right now. So
I was gonna say on the field was a problem already, and now off the field is just making it worse.
yeah, like, and there's also no short-term fix. Like there's no Gonzalez. Nobody's knows when Gonzalez is back. Milik is back. Even Douglas Luiz. It's not that he was playing a key role. Like he was just there, like going about. So even if he's back, like I saw someone saying, "Oh, but if Douglas Luiz is back, like he's almost back, we have an extra body." I'm like, yeah, but we haven't seen anything, so we're not even sure what he's gonna offer. Is he like? It's a weird one.
I think he was super unlucky with the penalty shots against him.
Yeah.
Like, what are the odds of that? Like, were we slamming Delit when that kept happening?
No. Like the
you and I.
the Leipzig one. The Leipzig one, I was like, okay, like you need to keep your hand behind your bar, but natural instinct, I do that as well. It's just it happens. Like it's split of a second. The Cagliari one, I was like, you're an idiot. I'm sorry. Like I'm not sure why you were just rushing into it.
Yeah.
But like, it's not easy. If he's back, I'm like, because if he's back, he's not gonna start him. So like,
yeah,
he's probably gonna pick McKennie over him anyway, and he still has Fagioli on the bench as well, who has been missing as well. So
yeah, all the midfielders seem all right except for Luiz. Like that's the one department that's always had like just maybe one injury, but everyone else, every other department's like, okay, we've been decimated.
You need to look up his injury record.
Whose?
Luiz.
No. I'm saying
no.
midfielders department.
Oh yeah. No, because it's clean. Like it's actually clean as a
Oh,
whistle.
he never missed a game for Aston Villa.
Like not like this. Like it's just clean. Like it's okay. It was like
Yeah.
and then like and you come here and I'm like Thuram as well. Clean comes in, boom, misses 3 games. I'm like, come on. Like
Yeah.
how is that even possible? But it is possible because this is us, I guess. Like
I'm gonna knock on wood because like he's had like a revitalization. So I'm knocking on wood right now. Locatelli's never had like a muscle problem. Like he cracked his ribs that one time last year or whatever, and he still played, by the way, more than Koop Miners did. That guy, I love that guy.
Somebody told me, somebody who's like not in touch with Koop, like he knows somebody that Koop Miners was actually in severe pain where he couldn't
I
sleep.
believe it.
He couldn't sleep in his own bed. Like he needed to sleep in a chair as well.
Yeah.
Couldn't eat normally, like stuff like that. So I hope he's back. Like I watched him the other day and he looks fit. He looks like normal.
Did you watch him today? I didn't get to watch him today.
No, I didn't watch him. I watched him the game he scored. I didn't.
Oh,
watch
the Turkey game. That's right.
And he looked fit. Like he looked bad. The moment he came back into the team, he didn't look. He looked off the pace, which was normal, I guess. But he looked good, which is I think positive. I guess like we need him. We definitely need him.
By the way, so it's Tuesday. Well, Wednesday, almost Wednesday for you. When's this coming out?
Friday.
Okay. So at the time of recording, it's Tuesday, right after the game. They have to come home, and they train Thursday, I guess. So they'll be training Thursday, those 2 players?
I think Wednesday. Like I think the Italian players will be back Wednesday.
Well, I meant these 2 in particular, like Yildiz and...
They will probably be back like Thursday training, yeah.
And the Americans played last night.
I saw them flying back, so I think...
Yeah, they're already flying back, but I'm just saying... to add to that, like they just played Monday and Tuesday, and they're coming from a different continent, and now they're gonna have to play Saturday.
To be fair, like the Milan players as well. I'm not sure how many Milan players are going on.
Oh, Pulisic, I guess. Pulisic probably took the flight with them.
Oh yeah, must be fun. Yeah, Mignon played. I guess Theo is injured, or like he wasn't called up.
I saw Theo was hurt, but like I'm not sure if that's.
Leao got called up. Morata, is he injured? Did he got called up?
I'm not sure.
I need to do some research before I do my preview, I guess. But yeah, that's the main issue. So miracle needed. Like if we it's a miracle if we survive in this period, like credibly survive, not just win here and there, lose here and there, because we still haven't lost in Serie A. But if it happens right now, I wouldn't be shocked. Like,
oh yeah, it's coming.
I wouldn't be because if we go down a goal, it's very tough.
Yeah,
it's very tough.
100%.
So I wouldn't be overly surprised if it happens. But let's move on. I wanted to talk about Vlahovic again, but maybe not too long because we talked about it because he spoke actually before the injury, like 2-3 days.
That's the thing I thought I was going to be talking about. Not an injury.
No, but then the injury happened. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
But so what he basically said is that he's more clear-minded in front of goal for the national team because he doesn't need to do a lot of defensive work, I guess. That's basically what he said in a nutshell, which is a shot at Motta. Like, you cannot say it or shot, like it's a dig, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, sure.
Towards Motta. People going crazy over it.
Yep.
And I agree with the part where it's like, you shouldn't be saying that, buddy. But my view is like, I'm calm because if I think about what I think about Motta, if he's actually that guy, I'm calm because he will hold him accountable. Even with, okay, he's injured right now, but I think he will hold him accountable. And if anyone had no doubts that he could be sold in the summer, well, there are a lot of doubts right now. Also because talks they're just dead in the water. Like it's almost January and there's nothing, and you're just entering a very dangerous, like I want to say, like dangerous stage of
Yeah.
contract talks, in my opinion. But what do
We've
you
we've
make?
seen this before. We've seen this before.
Yeah.
Like, he's gone. It's fine. Are you bothered? I'm not bothered.
No, like I know people say, "Oh, you love." I have nothing against Vlahovic. Like I made it perfectly clear. I
He's
like him,
gone. It is fine. Oh well.
but like I've said many times, I don't have a connection with actually any of these players. Like I'm
Yeah.
calm if we sell. Like I will be annoyed if we sell certain players, maybe.
I have 2 or 3 right now, and that's it. It's Locatelli, Cambiasso, and what's his name, Yildiz.
I can't like not even Locatelli.
Oh,
for me.
Bremer, but like
For me, like I said in my video, like I said, there are 3 players in this squad. I think the club will be like, we're not selling you unless obviously an offer comes in, which is insane. But for me,
Yeah.
I think the club is looking at Bremer, where it's like, we're not selling you. Forget about the injury right now.
Yeah.
Yield this because the potential, and Cambiasso because it's almost impossible to find players in that position. I think those are the only 3 players the club is like, no, whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
no, impossible that we're going to do this. Like I agree, those 3 players, I'm like, I will be extremely pissed off if we move these players out. Other than that, I like Koopmeiners, I like Colson whatever, but it will not hurt me as much. For example, same for Vlahovic. Same for Vlahovic. Like like he's overpaid. That's not on him. That's on the old board. But we cannot pay for that output. Like it makes no sense.
Yeah. What is his money? Like $11 million for like less goals than Retegi? Come on.
You know what? Norbert actually explained it well, and he was right. Like it's signing bonus. Like it's not his base wage is 7. It's just the signing bonuses and stuff. They just deferred it to.
Still counts.
It still counts, but like when people say he's on 12 million, he's not gonna get 12 million from another team because the other team knows that's not your current wage. Basically, like it's 7 plus whatever we should be paying you up front, I guess. So that's maybe the misconception where it's like, oh, is it like in a normal situation he would have got that money up front and nobody would know about it, nobody would talk about it, you know, if that makes sense. So that's the unfair part. I think that's why I don't talk about the wages when it comes to Vlahovic. It's unfair in my opinion because the signing bonuses should have been paid up front if you agreed that, and nobody would, you know, talk about it. But it's still like the output is it's not good enough. Like you cannot deny that, I guess. But yeah, he said it, and the weird part was that he's not fresh in front of goal for Serbia. Like he's
I was gonna say, when's the team score for Serbia?
He's just not. I was like, maybe I was missing something, so I looked up his stats. The moment I saw it, I was like, no, I didn't miss anything. Like I didn't. Like I'm not sure why he said that. Like why? Like why?
I don't think he scored a goal since before the World Cup.
It could be. Could be.
I think that. Like I saw that.
It could be. Like I don't watch Serbia, so I don't really know. But
yeah,
I cannot recall a goal. Usually, like I post it or I watch it. I cannot.
The last 2 windows he didn't even go.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's benched by Mitrovic when they only play with 1 up top. I don't know. Like it's a weird statement to make in my opinion. You got a brand new coach in. You just got the shackles were released from Allegri. Weird thing to say. He's gone. That's my opinion. Not because of this statement, by the way, either. It just almost cements it.
No,
you know
I
mean?
agree.
Like,
yeah, it's not. I don't think they woke up. They saw the statement. And they're like, now you're gone. Like
no, I think he's just gone.
I think gone.
I don't think January either. January's kind of weird. That was a weird one.
Oh no, 100% not January. I was like,
no, I saw Giovanni Albanese say something about.
Yeah, forget about Giovanni Albanese.
Yeah, I know.
Like, he was selling the midfield. I'm like, buddy, we're players short.
Yeah,
we need help, but we don't have money. I'm like, well, okay, but we do not have players as well, so you're not gonna move out even more players. Like, that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. But he's a funny guy, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's gone as well. I think we're on pace for him to be playing his last season for us. I do believe. Yeah. I really do believe that. What's next? I don't know. I don't care right now, to be honest.
No.
It's irrelevant right now. Like for now, it's irrelevant. I still need him to do well. and I still think
Yep.
he will play. Like even if he's mentally or like even if he knows I'm out, I don't think he's just gonna down tools. Sounds ridiculous because people might say he's already down tooling, but I don't think
No,
it's like forget about this. I don't think he's
he can't
that type
afford
of
to.
player. No, as
Yeah,
well.
but you can't even
Nor can
afford to.
we.
He needs another team.
Yeah, nor can. Also, like you have the Sporting striker who I'm not gonna pronounce, but I'm probably gonna butcher his name.
Jokeres.
Yeah, like I saw somebody else explain it. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna pass. But like he's on Centling for like he's gonna be the main target for everybody.
Yeah, of course.
Like they're gonna
32
play.
goals in November.
Wait. Oh yeah, November. Yeah, yeah. People are gonna pay an absurd amount of money for him. Like,
Yep.
so maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. Maybe it will scare
The
certain
secondary
clubs.
market goes for Vlahovic.
Yeah, maybe it will scare certain clubs off. They're like, we're not gonna pay 100 million. Let's do
Yeah.
Vlahovic for 60 or something. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
But that was weird. That was so weird. The timing, like even the interview. I rewatched the interview. It came out of nowhere. I was like, buddy, like the journalist did not even provoke you. He did not even try to get something spicy out of you. You just put it out there
Yeah.
for no good reason. I'm like, why? Like, what was the point? Weird.
Yeah, a lot.
Very weird.
This window has been marred by Vlahovic and Cabal.
Yeah, and actually, I don't think the way, like the moment he was saying it, I don't think he was like, I'm gonna take that shot at Motta. I think he was just being honest. Like,
Yeah,
no. I think
he's not malicious in what he says when he talks. He's never malicious. He's just that's what he thinks.
Yeah, and I agree. Like with us, he needs to do a lot of defense work. Like Motta keeps saying that post game. You know, like the defensive work he does is excellent for us. We need it, so on. So it's not a secret, you know. And I don't know. Like that's why I'm calm with it. I'm like, fine, he will deal with it. Motta will deal with it. I have no issue with that. He will deal with it 100%.
Yeah.
So now the injury, well, the timing is not good. But yeah, that's it, I guess. So
more time so Vlahovic gone, Zirkzee loan, and what's that guy's name for Udinese? Luca.
Oh yeah, absolutely not Luca. If we
then you want Colomwani?
No, but come on. Like, I'm sorry. You're probably gonna spend 15 to 80 million for Luca. Like, it's probably gonna happen. If I go into the Champions League and I'm missing my striker for 2-3 games and I need to play Luca, we're dusted. I'm sorry, we're dusted.
So would you rather start Luca or Timothy Weah?
Timothy Weah. Just save the money. Save the money.
Yeah.
No, don't like. He's not gonna move the needle. I know he's a backup, but I want my backup to be better. Like I might sound.
Is Luca better than Milik?
No, that's why I want Milik out.
Okay.
I want Milik out in the summer. I was like, sell Milik. I need better, even as a back or like a player that has more about him. You know, if that makes sense. Like he has nothing about him, Luca. Like if I've watched him, you know, when he was coming up in Serie B and all the hype, you know, Ajax, Udinese. Every time I watch him, I'm like, yeah, I guess. Like, if we were a top team, oiled machine, whatever, and you had him on the bench, I'm like, fine, you know?
Yeah.
Because we will have so many solutions. The goals will be coming from everywhere. I'm like, fine. But it's not the case right now. I cannot have us play Real Madrid away with Lorenzo Luca up top because our main guy is injured. Like, I cannot have that. I'm sorry. And even if we have Luca, there's no way Motta's going to do that as well. He's not going to do it. He's just not going to do it. He's going to play Nico Gonzalez false 9 because apparently he can play false 9. He can play everywhere. So, no to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like transfer talks, that will heat up very, very soon because there's nobody can hide. Giuntoli cannot hide from it. Like,
yeah, I know.
we need transfers. For once, the entire world actually knows we need help in January. Like,
yeah,
by default, basically. So,
are you thinking? I know we'll talk probably in the December window, like when we not the transfer, but the December talk. we'll talk about what's coming up for the winter transfer season, but there's no way we make permanent purchases, right? Because like, where's this money coming from? And we're not even guaranteed to finish top 4, by the way.
Or the Champions League, like the money. Forget about the money. I'm thinking about the options. Like I saw Mirko Di Natale speaking about Kiwior, that they want 20 million and we're not paying 20 million. Then I'm like, okay,
No way.
like you shouldn't be paying 20 million for Kiwior, but he was saying we're just not spending 20 million. Period. Forget about the name. And I already made my peace with it. Nobody's gonna sell their big players or like their good players January, unless they're running out of contract and they want to make a quick buck here and they're
like a David or you go poach someone from Lyon.
Yeah, like even a David, like Lille are looking at it and they're like, well, he's too important for us for those 10 million. No, we're not gonna do that. Forget about it. So I know what the solution is. Like I made a video or I talked about it on a show. That I don't rate Skriniar, and people like we have no options. I made my peace with not having an option, but that's not gonna make me say, "Oh, Skriniar is good. I like him." I don't like him. I don't think he's good. I know the reality of it. I get that, fine, but whatever's gonna happen in January, like you said, it's about bodies. I don't think we're gonna have that quality injection where I'm like, okay, it's good again. It's not. Like, I'm realistic about it. It's not gonna happen. It's just like you said, Motta just needs players. Period.
He's warm bodies.
Yeah. He just needs players at this moment. So yeah.
It's not good. It's not looking good.
It's not looking good. It's really not looking good, basically. That's the conclusion of the last international break of the season, of the year.
We didn't even get to talk about like the on-field product, because like on the field we're 8-7-1. Like it's
like that. Okay.
8 wins, 7 draws, 1 loss. Like it's still not good.
No, we draw too many games, and it's not that we draw games because, oh, man, we got away with it. Lucky, that's not the case. It's just I think we were in control of a lot of games. We just cannot finish off the games.
Yeah.
That's the issue. I think a couple like Stuttgart, we were definitely not in control of that game. Absolutely not.
That's our worst game, and it showed. I saw someone say our worst game was against Udinese. I was like, what the hell?
What?
I don't know. I saw I don't pay attention to Twitter as much anymore.
Really?
But I don't read through the names. But I saw someone say Udinese was like one of our worst performances. Like Stuttgart happened like 2 weeks ago.
I mean, the Udinese game wasn't pretty, but we were in control of it. And hit the crossbar, but other than that, it was just cruise control. That's who we are right now, I think. Try to control games. The issue is we cannot finish them off. Often enough.
60% of the ball, 60% of the game, but like it's all boring, static, and it is what it is.
Yeah, we if two and the weird part is I think about it, I was like, the other team's lost. That's why we're close, basically. Like we shouldn't be drawing at home against Cagliari. The way it happened, and you're top. Like you're in a different position. Roma, they're awful. We drew against them. They're rubbish. I said in my preseason prediction, that squad is just poor. Like it's poor. So those are the results that really bother me. But like Motta said, they're not undeserved. Like every result we got basically is deserved. That's just, it is what it is. We deserve to lose against Stuttgart, and we lost. We lost. So that's easy to say. Just convert some of those draws and wins. But right now it's probably gonna be more difficult than ever. Like we couldn't do it with a full squad basically, let alone with right now. So
that's the whole point. Yeah, we need a lot of luck to go our way. Instead of Koopmeiners maybe hitting the post, it goes in one time, or instead of our striker like Vlahovic, now that he's out, maybe I don't know, they don't miss empty nets. Maybe that will give us a couple more points here and there.
Yeah.
But we need to be the lucky team now.
We definitely do. But let's see. You know,
Yeah,
I hope we do something more than just hope on luck, because like Milan away, Villa away, you also need some quality out there. Like,
yeah,
despite
definitely.
everything, we need some. I'll watch Bologna away to Villa, and Villa should have won that game. They won. Like, I get it, but it wasn't that Bologna got overrun that much. You know, it was controlled. It was a control game. You know. But let's see, man. Let's see. It's been almost an hour, so we're gonna call it, because it's not been a very fun podcast because of the international break, because of, well, everything that happened injury wise and so on. So we're
Yeah,
gonna wrap it up. People, hit the like button, subscribe. As always, we will be back December.
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 Yeah,
Let's see
got a
when.
lot of time. So
Sorry.
I got a lot of time off in that month,
Oh, okay.
like work. Yeah, so
So let's see. Let's all hope for the best. Starting from Saturday, and then see where it will take us from now until the last game, 29th of December, and then we will see what we will do in Jeremy. Julian, thanks for coming on, as
yeah,
always, and
yeah.
people, thanks for watching. Speak to you guys tomorrow post game. Ciao.